We have two types of accounting. One will be double entry and another one will be in single book they maintain that how much they purchased. Double entry they follow all the rules and regulations. Single entry system they will not follow. In your examination, this is a compulsory question. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the first session, the topic called Accounting from Incomplete Records. So what do you mean by incomplete records? Why it is incomplete? Everything we will discuss in today's session. We have two types of accounting. One will be double entry and another one will be single entry system of accounting. Again, I'll repeat. We have two system of accounting. Double entry system of accounting as well as single entry system of accounting. What we are doing now, accounting from incomplete records, we call it as single entry system of accounting. We will not maintain proper books of accounts in single entry. Just take an example of roadside shop vendors. Small shop vendors. They will not maintain any accounting books. In single book, they will write all their purchases, sales, everything they will mention in single book itself. They will not maintain purchase book, purchase order, sales book, sales order, credit note, debit note. These kind of systems they will not follow. That's why we call it as incomplete records. And whatever information they have, purchase and sales invoices, all the income and expenditure invoices, they will not keep it properly. So, if the informations are incomplete, if the informations are not complete, we call it as accounts from incomplete records. We'll know more about this incomplete records in the next slide. First one, the introduction part for accounts from incomplete records. Now, some small size business entity do not follow the double entry system. If it is a small petty shops, they will not maintain double entry system. Of maintaining accounting records, some business entries maintains books of accounts under system accounting from incomplete records. There are two types as I told you. One will be double entry system, other one will be single entry system. One is double entry, another one is single entry. Now, the system in which no set of rules, as I told you, they will not follow much of the rules of double entry system are followed is called accounts from incomplete records. For example, roadside you will have some snacks. So normally it will be 20 or 25 rupees. If you go for pani puri or something, hardly it may cost you around 30 or 40 rupees. Whatever you purchased in the roadside, can you expect bill or receipt copy from them? Absolutely no. You cannot expect any bill or any invoice copy from them because the reason is they are not aware of accounting system and their transactions are very less. They are not need of any accounting system. In single book, they maintain that how much they purchased, what is their income. From income, they will minus their expenditure. That is their 1 day profit. They doesn't want anything like purchase book, sales book. Those kind of transactions are accounting informations not required by them. So all this we call it as single entry system of accounting. We'll move for the next one. Uses are reasons for keeping incomplete record. So what are the advantages in incomplete records? What are the uses by maintaining incomplete records? First one, simple method. So what is a simple method? I'll give you best example. Maybe you have played cricket. Now, there are two types. One, playing cricket at your home. Near your home, if there is any playground, your 3 or 4 members, they will only frame their own rules and they play cricket. The same cricket in international level. What is the difference between playing cricket near your home ground or else playing cricket in international level? The rules will be completely different. Now, whatever you play cricket with your friends near your home at your free time, that is nothing but incomplete records. You will not maintain any rules. There is no LBW. So there is no third umpire review. So such kind of additional information, such kind of advanced information will not be available while playing cricket at your home. Same cricket, if you are watching in international level, they will follow each and everything. Now, so there is a difference between single entry as well as double entry. Double entry, they follow all the rules and regulations. Single entry system, they will not follow much of the rules and regulations. Now, simple method. Single entry system, they are not maintaining anything, means it is simple. Now, it is an easy and simple as under. This method, one, does not require any special knowledge. For example, you are running a big company. It is almost 10 years old. The turnover is around 1 crore plus. What you will do? You will appoint an accountant. You will appoint an chartered accountant or auditor. You have to pay them. Now, so to do audit, to do accounting, to do your GST all calculation, that person should have special knowledge. That person should be qualified. So those kind of restrictions you will not get in incomplete record. That's why we call it as simple method. No additional qualification required. If you know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, that is enough. Again, I'll repeat. If you know 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, that is more than sufficient for your calculation. Now, any special knowledge of the principle for, what are the principle? In the first class, I explained you concept, conventions, ABCD, good morning, GM, OR. Those are called as principles. Those principles need not to follow in this single entry system. Just you have to remember. So what is the first use of incomplete? Simple method. Any doubt? No. Second one, less expensive. As I told you, if you are maintaining double entry system, you need to appoint one person as accountant. If your transactions are bigger, you have to appoint one chartered accountant. So, what is the salary of chartered accountant? What is the salary of a professional accountant? The salary amount will be higher. Along with that, you should have accounting software. That is expensive. You should have proper books of accounts. Expensive. You have to file your tax return. That is expensive. Everywhere you have to spend money. But in single entry system, these kind of difficulties, these kind of problems won't be there. That's why it is less expensive. Accountant not required, professionals not required, any Mint accounting software not required. You can save your money. That's why we call it as less expensive. Now, as under this method, only few accounts are prepared. What are those few accounts? Even though it is a small or petty business, you should know what is your profit. To know your profit, how much accounting is required, that much only you will prepare. You don't want how much is to be payable, what is your cash flow, what are the ratios you have. So those things not required for small shops. Now, business form does not require more stats for recording the transaction. Stat means statistics. So more stats are not required to do accounting. So what is the second point? The first one is simple method. Second one is less expensive. What is the third one? Flexible method. So if there are no rules and regulation, I'll give you simple example. Again, two things. When you go to the main road in the city, what you will do? You will wear helmet, you will wear mask, or else you will keep all the documents, vehicle documents, your LLR, DL, everything, you will keep it safely. But you are roaming near your home itself, like village or somewhere nearby your home. What you will do? Will you wear helmet? No. Will you keep all the vehicle documents? No. Why? Because there is no rules and regulation near your home or village. If you come to city, then you will follow the helmet, the documents, everything you will keep it properly. Why? Because if you come to city, it is not flexible. You have to follow rules and regulations. But near your home, it is flexible. If there are no restrictions, means we call it as flexible. Now, incomplete records, we don't have any rules and regulation. They will not follow any accounting principles. So we call it as flexible. Clear? Yes. Suitable for small concern. So we can call it as incomplete record. It is easy, no rules and regulation. So we may think that everybody can go for incomplete record. The answer is no. Why? Because if it is a small company, the transactions are less. They don't want any accounting information. So, but the bigger company, they has to maintain some rules and regulation. But so this incomplete records is applicable for whom? It is only for small companies, petty companies, it is applicable. Suitable for small concern. If it is a big institution, the single entry or incomplete record will not be applicable. It is not suitable. Clear? 4 points you have to remember. Simple method, less expensive, flexible method, suitable for small concern. Concern means institution or company. Limitations. So more than advantages, we get more limitation. Limitations we call it as disadvantages. We get more disadvantages for this single entry or incomplete records. This is very, very, very important. Why? Because in your examination, this is a compulsory question for 1 or 2 marks. You have to write just 2 points. What are the limitations of incomplete records? I'll let you know how much marks you will get from this chapter for the next slide. Now, what are the limitations? Incomplete method. What is incomplete means? Just you can know how much is your profit for the day. But after 1 year, if you want to know what was your profit, you cannot get. After 2 years, you want to know what was your sales for the last year, you will not get. How much you have to payable to outsiders, you will not get. How much you have to receivable from outsiders, those informations you will not get. Wherever you have spent your money, you will not get. Your cost sheet, how much you spent for the manufacturing, you will not get. These are the disadvantages of this incomplete records. That's why incomplete method. It is not the complete method. Everything jumbled in single book. Today you can find. After 1 week you cannot recall or you cannot remember whatever transaction you have done. That's why we call it as incomplete record. Now, arithmetical accuracy cannot be checked. It is not maintained by professionals. It is not maintained by accountants. It is not maintained by experts. So, Your arithmetical accuracy, the calculation, you cannot expect that it is proper. The calculation or the final result, you cannot expect that it is an exact answer. You have not maintained any bills. There may be chances of you all lost some bills. So whatever profit you arrived, we cannot say that it is an exact profit you have. There may be chances of you have missed few expenses. Your profit will show higher. If you include those expenses, your profit will show less. That's why it is incomplete and your accuracy cannot be maintained. The accuracy level will be very less in this incomplete records. Third one, true profit or loss cannot be ascertained. If there are no professional or experts are there, means whatever we prepare, we have to assume that it is correct. But if you go with the exact numbers, it is not the exact one. It is not true profit or loss. You will not calculate depreciation here. You will not calculate provisions. You will not calculate reserves. You will not calculate bad debts. So if you're not maintaining all this, you will not get exact profit. That's why you will not get true profit or exact loss. Clear? Next, true financial position of the business cannot be judged. Your business is going good. Your business is going under loss. For these questions, you will not get exact answer from this. Every day, if you get 100 or 1000 rupees, you may feel happy that, yeah, I got 1000 rupees. But tomorrow, can you sustain? After 1 month, can you sustain? For that, the answer is 0 in this because you don't have complete information. So these are the points, and one more is no recognition in the assessment of income tax. If you are following your incomplete books of records, you will not come under income tax. You may be happy that I need not to pay income tax. I am out of income tax payment. No, you will not get any loan from banks. If you want to get loan from bank, you must be an income tax payer. So your growth will be restricted there itself. Clear? Yes. These are the major 5 points. Explanations are not required. Just remember the headings. First one, incomplete method, arithmetical accuracy, true profit and loss cannot be ascertained, true financial position of the business cannot be judged, and the last part, no recognition in the assessment of income tax. Please take a screenshot of this. I'll give you this one also. So this is a take screenshot of advantages. So take screenshot of limitations. So once we understood what is incomplete records, and also we understood what are the uses or advantages, and also we got to know what are the limitations. Now, how much marks you will get from this chapter? Remember, you will get 1 mark, 1 question. 1 mark, 1 question. Again, you will get 6 mark, 1 question. 6 mark, 1. You will get 12 mark, 1 question. Total, it will come for 19 marks. Very important and easy. 6 marks, it will be part of your answer. And 12 marks, it is a complete question. This will be your marks allocation for this chapter. Now, before that, statement of profit or loss for the year ended. So, I'll explain you more about this while doing problem, but just I can explain you the format. But understanding the concept will be while doing problem. Now, so we will prepare 2 things. One will be statement of affairs. Again, I'll repeat, statement of affairs. And one more is statement of profit and loss account. We will not prepare any balance sheet. Now, statement of affairs. Now, statement of affairs will prepare later. Before that, we'll prepare statement of profit and loss account. So, simple procedure. you should take closing capital. For capital, you should add two things. What are those? Drawings during the year. If there are any drawings, you should add. If you add drawings, you will get additional capital introduced. Additional capital introduced, you have to minus. After that, you will get adjusted closing capital. For that, you have to minus opening capital. Finally, you will get profit or loss for the year. So just remember the format, but concept I'll explain you while doing problem. Just remember closing capital, add drawings, minus additional capital, and you will get adjusted capital less opening capital. Remember, you have to start the problem with closing capital. For closing capital, you have added drawing. Additional capital and opening capital we should minus. The final answer will be your profit. Clear? Yes. So don't worry about this. Again, we'll come back while doing problem. Now, this you have to remember. Please take a screenshot. There is no concept in this. It is nothing but your balance sheet. But we don't call it as balance sheet. We call it as statement of profit or loss account. Please take screenshot of this. In this statement of profit or loss for the year ended on. So these are the liability side and these are asset side. Now asset side, what you have? Cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable, debtors, stock, prepaid expenses, accrued incomes. You have to remember, in the question they will not divide and give, they will give in a single line. You should only know that which comes under assets and which comes under liability. So these are assets. These are assets. Your liability and assets. Now, cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable, sundry debtors, stock, prepaid expenses, and accrued income. These are, we call it as assets. Now, what will come under liability? Yes, under liability side you will get bank overdraft, creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, income received in advance. Remember, prepaid expenses, asset. Income received in advance is a liability. Finally, we call it as closing capital. That is nothing but balancing figure. Hope you are clear with this. So these are the informations we have for statement of profit or loss for the year ended. Easiest thing, everything will be given in the question itself, but they will not divide and give. They will give in a single line. You should only classify and have to write. Please take a screenshot of this so that easy to remember. So this is all about your today's session. We discussed what do you mean by accounting from incomplete records. Once if it is done, later we discussed about the uses or advantages of incomplete records. Later, the limitations. As I told you, limitation is an important question for your 1 or 2 marks. Normally, you don't get any question for 2 marks, so you have to prepare for 1 mark. The explanation what I gave, that is not required for your examination. Just you have to remember the points. 2 or 3 points sufficient to do your answers. Now, once if it is done, there are 2 formats were there. One will be your profit and loss account. Other one will be your statement of affairs. Remember statement of affairs, but profit and loss account I'll explain you while doing problem. So this is all about your today's session. So I end this session with the saying that learn concept and earn marks.